Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Director Kim, and today I'm going to show you something that you don't know, especially when you're watching a tutorial from YouTube. Let me tell you this, there is a color grading from YouTubers and color grading from professional colorists, and there's also a color grading from Director Kim. So you have to keep that on your mind. Let me analyze these sentences. You know, color grading from YouTubers, they only color grading into only one clip. The clip that is very perfect. When I do color grading, everything looks so very perfect and everything look wow. You see, but when you take that knowledge or take that information to your color grading process at home at your footage, you're going to realize there's something is missing. Why your color grade is not the same as you saw your recent tutorial. So that's the problem number one from YouTubers. Yeah, okay. Another color grading style from professionals. The color grading style from professionals, the way they do color grading, like, yeah, I'm doing color grading this way. They take so much notes, they're taking so much stuff like power windows and other stuff like this and this and this. So when it comes to your knowledge, it's hard for you to do those stuff, even though you got that knowledge from YouTube and you saw it. So I recommend you to buy Masterclass from any colorist that you see on YouTube. Those Masterclass is going to help you more than these YouTube techniques. Okay. Another grading style is from Director Kim, which is when it comes to the projects. You see, color grading a single clip or a picture, it's easy, but when you color grade the whole videos and you play yes, and now I finished to do color grade, then I play the video, there you're going to see the problems. So today I'm going to break the virginity. I'm going to reveal those color grading style that you used to see on YouTube, you used to see for every colorist that is teaching you, and I'm going to give you an easy way to do your color grade and make your grade better than you think. So right now, let's jump into our color grading and reveal those three grading styles. Okay, right now we are into DaVinci Resolve. As you see, we have a red footage into our screen, and then we're going to start as a YouTuber's color grade the way they do and what they're going to tell you what to do. Okay, the first thing that they're going to tell you is color space transformation, CST. They will be like, yeah, you can't do a color grading, so you have to convert your footage first into Rec 709, and then you can do something before the color science. So what they're going to tell you, yes, you're going to drag and drop color space transformations and put an information from your camera. Like this was red, so I'm going to put an information from red camera. Let me try to choose red work gamut, and then we're going to regular film like this, so, and then convert it to Rec 709 this and gamma 2.4, and this is what they're going to tell you what to do there. And another thing is to do a color inside of color space, and this is what you're going to get. So this is going to be our exposed node. So they'll be like, yeah, we're using our lift gamma gain to control to control the exposure, or using offsets, all way downs, and taking the gamma, taking the gains, and you're somewhere and you do so to get the perfect result, just like this, you see. Okay, the picture is too reddish, so we have to push it. So they'll be like, you have to do white balance before anything. So you see, so this is going to be white balance. And then you have to control white balance like this, maybe like this, somewhere around here, and control it because this was too lady. So we're going to push it until the cool part of it, so like somewhere around here is perfect. So I think somewhere around this part is perfect. But another way to get balance of this picture, you can come here and click this part like this, so you're going to have a very nice balance of a picture. So just like this, you see now, yeah, we are in correct, perfect, we are in perfect collection of white balance. This is what our colorists they're going to tell you. Another thing is like to do soft feather adjustment, like they'll be like, okay, yeah, right now let's jump into our S curve, and then we do our S curve like this. Yeah, we do our S curve to give a construct of a picture, and then you can tweak and twist. Maybe I want to create a look. Maybe I will jump into my hue adjustment and do this. Like, so you see now they tell like blue. Maybe I want to create another look, like I go jump into my rift, push it there, and come into my gain and push it there like that. You see, so I want to create a very perfect separations. Maybe I will go to another look like this, and then I will do skin tone. They will be like, you can't do qualify because the qualify is not good and what. So you do this and collect the skin until you get a perfect skin tone on the indicator right over there, you see. So this is most of colorists they use to teach you, but I don't want to do so further stuff because of a sake of a tutorial time for the time for you. I don't want to spend much time explain about the same thing. So this is how YouTuber they're going to tell you how to color grade, and you'll be like, why the videos is looking nice, why the video is looking perfect, but when you come to your footage, it not gonna be like that. Why? And another thing that most of us like to say, like when you want to use a film print, you have to come and right here and you see instead of putting this gamma 2.4, you can come here and yeah, go to senior frame log and yeah, put it like this one, and then come into looking for the loots that you want like this. Or you go choose the loots that you want like this, and then you can do your frame style and other stuff. Let me tell you one thing, this is not like a good stuff to do. What are most of us YouTubers, we do color grade, especially for the beginners. You see, people who doesn't have a much knowledge on the color grade, they start on DaVinci Resolve and then they want to do color grade. So this is the simple way you can do for the start. But if you want to make a better color grade, again, I recommend you to buy Masterclass from any colorist on YouTube. Okay, let me jump into professional way. The professional colorist, they're not talking too much, they not do so much of a tips, and most of our videos have a full of a length. I have this professional colorist on YouTube. I will tell a name right there on the description. I used to watch their videos. Most of the time I watch their videos and they do a better color grade, and I love watching the videos. So this one, let me tell you the way that they often like to do, especially when it comes to color science. They used to go right here. So if you don't know about this, I recommend you to buy Masterclass to know better about color management. Okay, they have two ways when they're using our color space transformation, I mean CST. They often do a converting way like IDT and ODT. This is convert your color space into another color science, which is give you more space and more room, which is give you a huge place to do your color. It's not like the result is go be different. The result is gonna be the same. Where you do your color, where you go do your color, where you do CST or where you do input and output style, it go be the same result. But the difference is inside of a color science, that is the difference. You see, when you do a red, maybe sunny color sense, you have a very lace. When you push your color, you go see like your color is crushing a bit. But when you do this one, you feel like the color is big. You say you can do any kind of pushing, but your footage is not gonna be crushed. And this is why most of colorists, pro colorists, they like to do this way. Even me, I often like do this way when it comes to color grading. Okay, so here we're going to red as we did before, and then we're going to choose among red log frame, or sometimes I love using this one. This one is giving me nice balance from this camera, and then converting to maybe DaVinci Wide Gamut, DaVinci Wide Intermediate, and then into my output device I choose DaVinci Wide Gamut, DaVinci Intermediate, Rec 709 and Rec 709 Gamma 2.4. And this is how they do it. You see, before the way it will look, and now it's different. You have a very big room to do color grading. Whatever I'm going to do right there, it's not gonna crush my picture. Another way, they don't like to use this output color space because they already have output color spacing into here. Sorry, I forgot to put it Rec 709. See this one, yeah. You see, because they have everything right here, so they don't have to do it stuff. Maybe they can do a Skintone film log if they want to do a Skintone film log, and then they will do that Skintone color, this codec, whatever they want. You see the picture before when I drag this one, it was crashing, but right now it doesn't crash. It's perfect. So they be like doing so after doing this. Let me delete this. This is another way, but most of a better way the lab doing is coming to color science. You see this color science, color management, color science. Yeah, they go to DaVinci Wide Gamut and choose SDR to HDR like this. I taught about it in my lesson tutorial. Or another way, which is my often way that I love to do when I want to do a color grading like a professional. I'll come in here and check this automatically color management. I'll go here, come into my costume, and then my input color space was red. Let me go to the red. This was red camera. Okay, I'm going to find the red cameras. Where is it? Red dragons. Where is it? I'm going to looking for, I think somewhere, yeah, this one. So I'm going to press this one and then convert it to DaVinci Wide Gamut. So I'm going to looking for DaVinci Wide Gamut. So to my timeline color space, and then right here I'm going to choose this last one or this one, yeah, but this last one is better for me. Yeah, I'm going to choose this last one. This is timeline working luminance, you see. And then my output, it gonna be Rec 709, something like that. Yeah, you see now. And then I click the picture, you see everything is changed. You see the picture is now into our color space. But I'm going to change my this color space. Yeah, I'm going to choose this one. Yeah, this one's looking nice, but I think I have to push more further, but I will kind of love like this, you see. But let me check that one, because this one is not a specific color sense, so I'm going to choose the listen one. So this is what most of colorists, pro colorists, they do. So right now let's jump into to do the process, how to color grade this. Let's do the whole process, how to color grade. The most professional colorists, the way they do color grading, how to do color grade. Let's jump on to that. So let's jump into let's do our grading. First that you're going to receive color corrections. So one thing that's produce is they have a lot of nodes. You have to understand that. You don't have to be confused. Every node has its own purpose to put in there. And another, they're using a lot of time to twist and tweak this and this. So also you have to understanding that. So let's jump into our exposure first. And then another node, which is maybe it could be a curve, you see? So I will put a curve right at the end of my color nodes. And then I will do a period notes. I do a period notes like this, you see? And then before I do a period note, I have a problem with my shortcuts because I never spend much time on my window keyboards. And this is going to be noise reduction. This is going to be our noise reduction. Okay, so now let's do our period nodes, which is the first node, which is going to be our exposure. Second node, which is going to be our white balance. And then a last node, which is going to be our maybe saturations, if I want to do a saturation the picture. And then another node, which is some twist and tweak. So we go see so further, which is twist and tweak that we want to do in this. So into my exposure, I recommend you to use it depends, but sometimes I use lift gamma gain, sometimes I use this shadow and the highlights, and most of the time I love using HDR too. So I'm going to drag an exposure all the way down by using a global. So this is what they're going to tell you. Okay, you have to take everything down using your global, so like that, you see. And then I'm coming to my my wheel and take the shadow just all the way down like that, and my highlights all the way down like that. So you see now we are very balanced picture. You see before and after is before and after the magic I've done right there. So and then we are coming to white balance. So let me tell you another thing that's a pro colorist they love to do when they control the white balance. They do like this, coming to this spot and take the saturation all the way down, you see. And then what they do is they grab still this the saturated picture, and then they take off this one, and then coming to my web, you see, and do this one, and they go to the part that it's white, like this part is white, you see, or this part is white, you see. They go to this part, they all this one, and then what they do is just push it until we see that place is looking white, like as this. Maybe you can't get in there because this is black and white, but almost right over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the picture. I'm going to push the picture until I get white. So right now it's magenta. I'm going this spot. I'm going to check this one's green. I'm going to check this part. Right now it's blue. So I push it back. I push it back until you see this part. I want this to be like oh, this part. Let me jump into this part. Look, leave this part. Yeah, I want this part. This things to look like this. So yeah, this is yellow, so I'm going to push it into bluish part somewhere around there. You see now we are starting to get that blue. We're starting to get that white. You see now it's looking a bit as same. You see now it's looking white. This is how they neutralize the picture. If you have a problem to control white balance, you can do this way. You see before and after. You see before and after where it look. You see before and after where it look. It's looking very balanced. So this is what they do, most of pro colorists. And then when they jumping into saturations, they not often do saturation by increase the saturate like this. No, they don't do like that. So one thing that I realized, my picture is crushing. It has a lots of reddish, but you don't have to worry about that. I'm coming to my white balance and push my picture into cooler parts around there, and to my greenish part somewhere around there. Just turn it on a bit, and then come into my saturations, take down the red part and bring back my skin tone somewhere around there. So I want everything to be right in that position, so I don't want to ruin the picture. You see now the white balance is good. So now we are going to increase the saturation a tiny bit and make sure I'm not crashing my red as the way it is before. Okay, right now let's jump into another part how we can create better contrast. So I'll come into my curve. So you see, the beginner way, you can just do your twist and tweak by using this part. But I realize whenever I do this tweak and twist by using curve, it's also changing my saturations. So what I'm about to do is coming to this part and select this Y, which is I only going to affect the luma, not color of a picture. So I'm going to bring my shadow all the way down over there, and it creates nice S curve. So I'm going to do something like this, you see, and then I'm going to bring it back a bit to get the mid-tone. So I'm focused on my mid-tone. You see this part, I'm going to bring down my highlight. This is how I create S curve. You see now the picture is constructed. You see before and after, before and after, before and after, it looking amazing. You see, even when you play the picture, nothing is crashing. You see, nothing is crashing. You see. Okay, another thing that they're going to be like, okay, now we are in perfect, so let's create a node, which is adjustment node. You see, adjustment node. This node is just for adjusting some stuff by using hue adjustment. You see, like our skin tone is very yellowish, so we have to push it to be into a right position. So what they're going to do is click this window and do this way all the way over somewhere right there, and doing like this. Select only part of our skin just like that, and to fake the skin tone. You see the skin tone is very yellow. So what they go do, they be like, okay, we are going here and we are selecting the skin. You see, now we are push it until we get indicator. It's be right on the indicator somewhere around there. You see now it's perfect. So we're going to adjust this input to get a perfect slightly, and just like this. You see now, and then yeah, we are bypassing this, and what I'm going to do is desaturate this orange, sorry, and we're going to desaturate to get the perfect skin, which is in the right positions like this and like this. You see now, but we over desaturated the picture, so we're going to increase a bit somewhere on that. You see now we have fixed that super yellowish. And then another thing is go to our tier and do this. You see, change this blue to be a bit of tier and da. Okay, now we are do a hue adjustment. So let's jump into another part, which it's a creating of a look. So look creating, like me, I like to call it a look designing. You see, so I'm going to do like this, make several period notes, which is I'm going to do my my look designing. So what I'm going to do, the first thing is apply a separation of a color. Like we're going to do our look, so which style of a look that we want to put in there. So there is a two way of doing that look. One way we can do by using lift, gamma, gain. Like yeah, I'm going to push my lift to the T port and my gain to one part like this part, like somewhere around here, and also my gamma somewhere around there. So now we have a look that's a warm look. Do you see the picture? Before the picture, the aiming of a director to get a very warm picture. So we don't have to push it to neutral so much. We have to be there where the director wants his picture to be. Okay, now we're going to reduce an intensity of our look. So it could be like this. So it could be like this. So we reduce somewhere around there. Okay, now we are jumping into the way to fix that greenish from the pictures. Do you see the background of a picture? It's very greenish. So we have to neutralize a bit. I don't want my blacks to be colorful, so I want my blacks to be a bit of less. So I'm going to push my shadow into somewhere around here. So to fix that, if you see before and after, we have fixed a bit of our shadow. And then I'm also going to reduce intensity because I want a bit of washout green over there. So yeah, okay, now we are jumping into another note, which is we're going to play with our skin tone. You see, watch careful, and then we're going to play with our skin tone. So yeah, we're jumping. So into the skin tone, what we go do is we're going to qualify the picture like this. I'm going to qualify the picture like this, push it down somewhere on here. I just want all the skin tone to be affected, and I'm going to soft a bit, and I'm going to looking for the part so that I'm getting a perfect skin tone somewhere on this. And then I'm going to clean the block to clean some stuff. I'm going to play with the blur radius. I'm going to play with my denoising, you see, somewhere on here, you see, to get everything better balanced. And then what I'm going to do is just go to my gamma and looking for the better skin tone. You see, like I'm going to push it to magenta part somewhere on here. We got a very nice magenta. Or another thing you can do is go to your balls like this and then push it into yellow. Push it the blue to get the yellow. You see the yellow colors coming, and then push your green until the skin tone is getting into right position. Like yeah, push it. I push it. No, this is too much. I push it until there, and then I reduce a saturation somewhere around here. Saturation somewhere around here. This is too much. Yeah, just like this. You see the skin tone before and after. Now the skin tone is very vivid, the skin tone is very rich. And then what I'm about to do, coming right in this part and select the skin tone and push it a bit to get it brighter somewhere around here, just like that. And then I'm going to take my mid, push it until the skin is smooth. Yeah, I just want very smooth skin tone. So let's see before and after. You see now his skin is very magic. Let me push it somewhere. Not so much, just a teeny bit. Okay, now we there we want to be. Okay, and then let's go jump into another thing. So I'm going to also qualify the red. I'm going to qualify here. The stuff that it should water. It's hair, that's a fair hair, I don't know what they call it. So I'm going to select it like this, and then I'm going to select like this. You see this part also. I don't want to leave anything, so I'm going to push it down. I don't want it to affect the skin, so I'm going to denoise the picture. You see, I'm going to denoise the picture somewhere around there. Yeah. And then what I'm about to do is push it until I pop it. So I'm going to do the popping picture. So I'm going to pop I'm going to pop the gamma into red so that we can see what she wore that is popping. So it's somewhere around here, not too much or just a bit. So you see the difference now. Before and after is popping. And also I want to make it darker, so I don't want to make it lighter, so I'm going to make it a bit darker. So yeah, somewhere around there is looking good. So we're going to do what I'm about to do. You see, whenever we play the picture, because right now for the sake of our tutorial, because the CPU is slowed down, so I can't play. But whenever we play the picture, you're going to see the artifacts that is appear for the pictures. Something is shaking. There's some noises going to appear right this part. You see the selection, You see the selection right now. So somewhere around these spots, somewhere around these spots and this part is going to have a bit of noising because of a selection. So what I'm about to do, let me increase the saturation a bit, somewhere like that. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to use my power window to only select this part of a picture, not other parts. So I'm going to only select this part. So this is going to affect only that part. So yeah, this is what the Pro do. Another thing that we're going to do is select the blue stuff, like this one. This one is blue. So I'm going to select this one. You see, that's why I told you before, a professional way, it's using a lot of time doing stuff. And this is why most of professional colorists, they do the pro videos. They not do a simple videos. You see, a great companies, they cannot hire you by doing quick and this fast and this and then your grading is not that heavy. You see, so that we're going to denoise this like this, and then we are going to push it to the blue pot until the picture is popping. This is too much. I'm going to reduce it somewhere around here. I think this is enough. You see, before and after, somewhere around here. I think this is enough. Okay, somewhere around there. So yeah, okay, it's not like we finish. No, not yet. We never finish. The picture is not yet. We have so much to do. Okay, now let's jump into another part that is very it's not necessary, but to make a picture very, very dramatic and very cool, we have to do this way. I can come this to my window, select this thing over here, and then I'm going to do a quick to make a bit of a picture somewhere around here, and then I'm going to push my picture into cooler parts somewhere around this side, the tier side, somewhere around, to have a very nice vivid picture. And my offset all the way over, and then I'm going to take down the exposure, you see. But I found out my picture is getting blue, so this is not what I want, so let me reset it. I just want a cool stuff, so I'm going to my gamma, push it into this part, yeah, something like that, to get a very nice balancement of a picture, a very nice separations. And then I'm going to my my key, and then I'm going to reduce intensity to have a very nice balance. You have a nice separation. So the whole picture is warm, so I want the background, I want her to be popping. So yeah, you see the background is getting a bit cooler, and this is what I go do. And then I'm going to make another period note, which is I'm going to pray with let me save before. Okay, you don't have to forget to save your picture. So I'm going to vignette her, you see. I'm going to do this and select these parts like this. So I just want her popping, you see, like this, and then push it somewhere around this. Someone sent me a message, don't worry. So yeah, like this, and then I'm going to invert, and then I'll push it the shadow until she get popping somewhere on that. But this is too much, or somewhere on that. Yeah, you see now it's good. So let me unbypass it and see the magic. Yeah, this is one is good. Let me keep on reducing this intensity, because I just want to the warm stuff to be still on. You see before and after. You see now the picture, how we work on the whole process. Let's see before the picture, everything after, everything that we have done, everything that we've been walking through. So another is maybe halations, glowing, yeah, to give the pictures more life and vitamins. So yeah, we're going to sharpen this picture to give a detail. So I'm going to make a stay for this picture, and now let me jump into Director Kim's style, how Director Kim he do his video color grading, how I do a color grading video. So this I used to do this way when it comes into serious projects. When it comes into, if I have a much time to do color grade my video, like I have maybe more than a week to do only one video. But if I have a lot of video, I can't waste my time to do this each and single. The problem about doing this color grading style is when you jump into maybe this clip and apply your grading, you have a different result. The result is not gonna be the same. So one thing that you have to do is you have to bypass all the notes and correct each one. So this one is going to take a time. Unless your director shoots well the video, every clip that you have to grade is looking good. So let me now jump into the Director Kim, how he color grading the picture. Okay, now let me do my own let me do my style. Let me do the color grade, how I do color grade. You see me, Director Kim, one of the things that I like to do is breaking the loose. Every loose that is there for the grade, I often break it and make my own to make a perfect result. And this is my secret, and I never show any tutorial, I think. But if I show some of a tutorial, I think, yeah, you are lucky. And it's up here on my masterclass. Every masterclass I do, I taught about this technique. I taught about color grading, the color grade the way they do most of colorists, but I did my own colorist style. So you have to take one of our good stuff for you, and yeah, everything that's give you a better result, that you have to work on that. You see, you can't do the way Kim do. At the meantime, it doesn't give you a better result. You can't do like someone do, at the meantime, it doesn't give you a better result. So you have to check on which ones give me a better result for my grade. And every grade that I'm doing is I do it for purpose. I don't do a color grade just to do a color grade. Everything that I do is for purpose. So I'm changing my color grade. Not every day I change my style for color grading every day according to where I receive a picture or where I receive the projects. So now let's jump into our color grade the way Director Kim. As I told you, I used to break the rules. One of our rules that I used to break is I don't do color space transformations anymore when it comes to color grading. If I want cinematic, I do a film print codec 2383, but I don't do color space for cine from look. And if I want to do like a normal color grading, I go to color management sometimes if I want a fast color corrections. But sometimes, most of the time, I do color correcting myself, like I do this and this and this, making my own adjustment like this and this, sorry, this is crashing, and make my own saturations, like controlling my exposure, somewhere like this. Most of times, reason why I go tell you at the end of this video, most of the video that I receive, most of the directors that I have, most of my people that give me projects color grading, it's not like I'm insulting them. No, they're not aware with a measure of a picture, like the rules that we get from a big directors, our ancestors that's taught us about filmmaking. They not follow the rules. They do their own way to do. Like, you have to put these isolations when you shoot. You have to balance the picture like this, to your background, to your forehead, to your subject. You have to do this and this. You see, sometimes you get picture. They have like, they put the light like blue and red, but they never diffuse the light. So you see the picture is clashing. Like, we have the lines coming up here to this picture, like you see when you mix up the blue and red, you get magenta. So they shoot like that. They're not diffusing with the maybe a white light like that. So you see the picture is very running. You have to do your own way to make it perfect. You see the clients, when the clients give you the picture, like this is my video, you have to color grade. They don't know about the problem that they did. They're like, you have to be, because you are colorless, so you have to fix the problem. So you have to find a better way to make a better stuff. Not follow the rules that always most of colorless they tell you about. So when I do color space, like this picture, when I did color space, you see the picture is very reddish. You see, because the lights, the way they make the lights very reddish. You see. So sometimes you have to make a simple way, better way to do color grade and fix the problem and make a better look. And this is why I've been working ever since I taught myself how to do color grading. But you can't be here where I do stuff before you learn so much about color, special color science and other stuff. So you have to teach and practice more often to be creativity, create your own way, do your better stuff. You can't do your better stuff without starting for the beginning. So we are finished to do the beginning stuff, the professional stuff, the way they will tell you how to do it. Now let me do my own stuff. Okay, the first thing is my FPE film prints or any loots that I'm going to do. I have this package of mine loots, but unfortunately I never put in right there. Yeah, I will put in next time. So I have a package of loots, which is funga mlango. Kama unaingia, kama unakaa nje. I have this package of loots that I'm selling online. If you have any problem about color grading, you can check me in my inbox, and then there you can get the magic. I have masterclass video. Also, I have this video that you see on the screen, masterclass, which is I teach about. I showed how I color grade the whole video. So let me not talk too much because this is very long video. I don't want it to be more the length. I don't want it to be too much. So the first thing that I'm using, I love using codecs, so I'm going to choose any codec that I want. I kind of like this one. You see, other people, they be like, you do your color space transformations and you see this, and after putting the information, you come into Skintone film log and then you put this one, and then you have a better result for your film log. But this is not what I'm doing. This is not what I'm doing. You see? Okay, and then I'm coming to my first node and then making my period node like this. And then what I'm going to do, I make a serial node inside of my period node. This way I've got it from a professional colorist. His name is Colin Color, something like that. So go watch his video. He's most amazing colorist. You see me, I can't be a liar. That colorist is amazing, and I gained so much from him. So if you watch a Director Kim and you appreciate about Director Kim, I think when you go to this guy, you're going to get something as I've got. I used to watch a different tutorials, not like I don't want tutorial online. I use as you do, and I practice more. That was why I'm here today. It's not like I'm promoting someone right there. No, I'm talking the truth. Okay. The first thing is I'm starting with my exposure. You see, I control the exposure. You see right here, what I'm going to do is I'm click like these spots, and then I'll drag my gamma all down somewhere around there, and my shadow, push it right over here. Funga mlango inanipa light fulani ambayo inapoteza picha. Okay. And then just increase my gamma somewhere around here and decrease my gain because I don't want the picture that has too much I don't want the picture have too much of light. So I just want my light to be around 7-ish there. And then I'm going to push my my then I'm going to push my curve, but I see it's give me the picture that I don't want. And then I'm going to take my lift down somewhere around there, and now it's good for the start. This is for the start. You see, this one was too blind. One is there. I want that's filmic style. And then another thing is my ratio notes, which is play with curves. So sometimes I use curves to do a contrast, but most of the time I love using contrast to push it to ratio the picture. I mentioned about contrast in my lesson tutorial, how it do its magic. It's split the picture like this one. Okay, and then we have a balance. This is balance node, which is we're going to do the same thing that I mentioned before, like doing balancement. Like this one, I'm going to decrease saturation all the way over and do this. But most of the time, I like doing balance myself by watching the picture. I'm using this side, so I make sure I put everything at the middle of my color from my vectorscope. So I'm going to bring down and my temperature, bring down the temperature somewhere around here. Push it too much. The picture is magenta, so I'm going to push somewhere around here. This one is looking neutral. You see, this is for the start. Okay, right here, I'm coming to my HSV saturations. I love using HSV saturation, not the saturation that you understand. So I'm coming to my color space, go to my HSV and come into my channel and check the one channel and third channel. And then I'm going to increase the saturation for my gain until the picture is saturated. So I'm going to increase somewhere around here. And then I'm coming to my exposure. I'm going to fix the exposure. I'm going to increase my gamma somewhere around here, and also my gain somewhere around here, somewhere around there. And then here is my saturation. I'm going to increase a bit somewhere around there. And this is my HSV, which is perfect. So right into here this part is where I do my look. Like this part, I'm doing my look, like, yeah. So what I'm about to do is fixing my skin tone, like this one. I'm going to push it. It's very sensitive, so I'm going to push it until the right part, just like this. And I'm going to reduce a saturation of it. You see, now it's looking good. And this is my skin tone. Okay, I'm going to make another node, period node inside of our period. This is sub period, and here I'm going to create a look, which is I'm going to use this thing. So I'm going to click to my blue, push it down till I get the warm stuff like this. Yeah, this is good. Go to my red and bring the red down and somewhere around here, and like this. You see before and after. This is how I create my look. So what I'm about to do next, like maybe I'll jump into my green and take the green from my background, and then I'm going to try to do this way, because this has to be before. This is look, and this is the skin tone fixing. And you see the skin tone now is fixing. I don't want to start super warm to the skin, so that everything now is looking neutral. Okay, another thing that I'm going to do I'm going to do another period node, which is I'm going to qualify the skin like this. I'm going to do it like this and denoise the picture somewhere along here and slightly check up. You see now the skin's qualified perfectly. And then I'm going to increase the gain of a skin somewhere around here. You see now. You see. And then what I'm going to do is checking on right skin that I want to push it the skin that I want. Looking good. Reduce the saturation somewhere around here. Take the gamma to balance the picture perfectly. You see before and after. And then I'm going to make a serial node, which is outside node like this. And then I'm going to invert the background and go to my gamma, or sometimes I go to my this part and bring my red and my del red to the middle all the way down to get a perfect separation like this. You see before and after. Or sometimes I go to my offset and do the same way and bring it down to get the separation from this side and this side. You see before and after. It's a very nice separations. You see now the magic of color, the way to do. It's not too much, it's just a bit, you see. So I can do twist and tweak so further. Sometimes I go to my glow and do this and this. Sometimes, yeah, I finish it like that. It depends. And then I sharpen the picture. And yeah, let's grab it still. And let's check the professional way, how it look from Director Kim like this one. This is professional way. Oh, sorry, because I switch off the, okay. It can't be like that. Sorry, because I switch off the color space from what. So, but I'm going to show you this after the end of our video, the before. So this one is where Director Kim do his magic. I never did so much as the pro way, but I got the better result. And this one, the recent one that you have saw, it's way of professional color grading. But I hope you got something in your mind, because I do quick, but is there where we want us to be. Thanks very much for watching this video. This is Director Kim. My number is there. If you want grading service, you can contact me. I will do magic for your video. If you want loot, you can contact me. I give a loot. And if you want the masterclass, you can contact me. I give you the video. One thing that I want from you is subscribe my YouTube channel, and that is a better thing you have to do to supporting me. I'm nearly getting to 500 subscribers. Whenever I reach 500 subscribers, I'm going to do a live sessions color grading into my channel. So your support is everything to me. I hope this video helped you a lot, and you can comment down there if you have anything in your mind to talk about. See you on next video.